Here's how to make these really thick chocolate chip cookies with walnuts in them. First, we're going to whip together 2 sticks of butter with 1 cup of packed brown sugar and 1/2 cup of regular sugar. Now I'm going to sift in 4 cups of cake flour. Most people don't know this, but I'm actually the Freak-Off world-class champion, like the Mike Tyson of Freak-Offs. And I'm attending a Diddy party later today, so I want to make sure I'm really fueled up and ready to give my A game. So I need all the carbohydrates from this cake flour to break down into ATP. The wet ingredients are done when they whip together and become very light in color and very fluffy. Now I'm adding 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and then about 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Make sure to sift everything through or else you'll get little clumps and that will show up in your cookies and it will be very disgusting. Mix all of your dry ingredients before we combine them with our wet ingredients, so that way it doesn't activate the gluten while we're mixing. Now back to our wet ingredients. In our KitchenAid mixer, I'm going to add vanilla bean paste, 2 eggs, and a little bit more molasses because I was using light brown sugar instead of dark brown sugar. I slowly add in my dry ingredients into my wet ingredients. And then once that's all combined, I add an entire bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips and that little bag of chopped walnuts. Here's our dough. As you can see, it creates a super thick cookie dough. Thick just like me. And now I'm putting saran wrap and putting it in the fridge for 2 hours. Spilled some flour, so I'm just going to go ahead and clean that up. Now that the dough is rock solid, like, oh my god, I'm gonna put it on this parchment paper and bake at 375. I baked them at 375 for 13 minutes and they come out really warm and gooey. They're a crowd favorite and everyone at the Freak-Offs will request them.